gotta be kidding me.
Oh man, tired. Hello,
Rough start,
everyone.
man. Rough way to start this thing off. Go ahead.
Welcome to episode 48. Today is Monday, June 28th. Today we talk about sports, science, Twitter trends, hot topics, and give our favorites from New Music Friday.
Hey.
It is, I just want to say that it is 10:41 p.m.
Struggle
on
bus.
Monday.
Struggle bus.
I am Holly Hustles. I'm really Holly Hustles today, living my truth, living my true life. It was rough getting home on the subway. It was super slow today. If anyone lives in New York City, you understand the A train, sometimes super fast express, no issues, and then sometimes slow as molasses, and that is painful.
Shit in the bed.
That is painful. It's like being on one of your highways in traffic. 748 or 488 or the whatever your famous ones are.
788? 488? What are you talking about?
What are your famous? Aren't they like 3 numbers long?
The 10, the 60, the 1.
Oh, I thought there was like a famous one that had like 3 numbers in it.
What's the other one? I forget the other one. There is one that has 3 numbers.
Okay, see, I'm not crazy. So I'm going to be loopy because I'm tired AF, but I'm going to try. We're going to get through this quickly, although we have like a ton of things to say.
Yeah.
So
Quick.
we're just saying, it's going to be like
rapid
the
fire.
news. It's going to be like the news. This happened, that happened, this happened. We don't feel any way about any of these things. So we're just going to say them.
And we're going to get over to Margaret for weather.
First, I need you to tell everyone, we don't really have a miscellaneous section anymore at the end, so the beginning now is where we say our qualms.
Our piece. Our qualms.
Yeah. Listen, I downloaded the vocab app because I wanted to enhance my vocabulary for this podcast and for life. And I've learned some words, like crazy words and don't ask me for any right now because I'm brain dead.
I don't know.
But there are crazy words in our vocab that we don't even know about. And I'm like, is this a different language? I've never heard this word before. So it's really cool, actually, to learn about different ways of saying things and expressing yourself. Although if I said it in public, people would think I spoke a different language.
Yeah, or you're being like pompous.
Yeah, but it's cool to know. Also, we need to talk about your, what is it? Hot walks?
Sweat walk. So yeah, it's my famous sweat walk. Everyone thinks I'm a crackhead. I'm not a crackhead. So I basically it's been like 90 to 100 here in Cali, and in the summer times what I do is sometimes I wear sweatpants, but usually it's just a shirt, a hoodie, and then a ski jacket, like a winter jacket, like a snow jacket. And I put the hood up, I put the headphones on, and then I have water with me, obviously, and I go out and walk 2 to 3 miles, and I sweat my ass off. And like I came home, my shirt was literally like soaked as someone poured water all on my body, and it's like cheating the system.
Yeah, but usually people do that if they're running, or like you're just walking in a jacket. It's weird, man.
What? No, but the thing is, oh my gosh, it's not weird. It's like it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. But at the end of the day, it's still a workout. Like either way, I'm walking and I'm sweating my ass off.
I get it. More power to you.
Like I don't do it all the time.
95 degrees in California, and you're walking around with a parka on.
I know, but people look at me kind of weird. But it's California. Everyone just does their thing. My thing is this: I go out and I walk. I'm gonna work out anyway. I'm in the heat. I'm wearing the jacket. I'm sweating my ass off. I'm losing calories, losing water weight. I'm feeling good afterward. It feels great when you're done because you sweat so much. It's like a detox. I don't do it all the time, like once every 2 weeks.
I get that. I'm not walking around like that. But I mean, I know people wear like joggers when it's hot to sweat, and like people wear trash bags. Probably not healthy. Probably dangerous. Yeah. But I get it. It's a quick way to like shed some pounds. We have a sauna now that we use, a portable sauna.
See, that's what I need.
That's nice. Oh, well, it could be a Christmas present for you. You never know.
A portable sauna. How does that even work?
You just sit in a little lawn chair and it zips up around you and just your head's sticking out and your little, it has armholes if you want to, but I keep all of it in. So I'm sweating to death in there.
And you thought I was crazy. I'm literally just walking around the neighborhood trying to get some fresh air.
no one is in the apartment except for me.
Oh, I don't care about people. I don't care if people think I'm like. There's crackheads on the street. What do I care if I'm walking around with
I mean, you're right. In New York, yeah, it's the same. I don't really care. I look like the most normal person.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sauna, you just have your head sticking out and you got this huge sauna, right? It just steam fills up in this little pocket thing.
Yeah.
And it's a good sweat. It feels good afterwards.
That's pretty much what I'm doing. It's like I'm walking, but I'm also like imitating a sauna. So it's the same concept.
All right, let's get into sports. Oh man, this camera's shaking again. I gotta stop hitting this table. I'm gonna look like I have Parkinson's. Okay, so Phillies game. I went to the Phillies game last Friday when they were playing the Mets. I like Citi Field. I like that stadium a lot. It was fun, super fun. It was a doubleheader. We were there all day, drinking, eating, the whole shebang. Probably spent like $100 worth on food because we had to eat dinner there too. Yeah. And then we're just, you go through a ton of drinks when you're there all day. And I mean, luckily they changed the doubleheader rules. Now it's 7 innings.
No, 9 innings was way too long.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I like that the new extra innings rule, you put a player on second base.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like all these things. Yeah. It was rough for me because I'm a Phillies fan in the Mets arena. All my friends are Mets fans, so they were just in my face the whole time. Yeah. Telling me to sit down when I'm already sitting down. Things like that. The trash talk.
Yeah, I can't sit down anymore. I'm in my seat.
Like, yeah, you keep sitting down. I'm like, it'd be like that. So the Phillies' first game, we were up by 1 run, thought we were going to win. Then Mets came back because we don't have a closer. Mets ended up winning in extra innings. It was annoying and terrible. But I did get to see history with Nola. He pitched 10 strikeouts in a row, so he tied Tom Seaver. Is that his name? Seaver?
Tom Seaver, yeah.
Tied his record. So that was pretty cool. We didn't know it was happening. Because it's different than watching the game on television. Like, you don't get the announcers. You're just, like, watching the game, just chilling. You don't pay attention because the game was honestly very boring for a while.
Yeah, it was
a defensive battle, no hits. We had 2 people there that didn't know anything about baseball, really, so they were struggling.
Probably so bored. Yeah, they're probably, what the hell's going on?
Struggling, man. And, like, on TV, it's easy for people to watch that don't know the game because the announcers are like, okay, run around here. He's going to go, yeah. But now, and so I didn't even realize what was happening until you told me. And then I looked it up on the way home, and I was like, guys, we watched history, and we didn't even know it.
Yeah, it sucks they lost, but yeah, it was really cool.
They won the second game. So Bryce Harper hit the homer to win the second game. Still went into extra innings. Same exact game. Yeah, it's like I watched the same game. Like I went back in time and watched the same game because the Mets came back. And then luckily this time we won in extra innings. But Bryce Harper hit the home run, which was cool because every time he came up to the plate, they boo him. I don't know if you know that, but it's a thing. Yeah. Overrated, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But then I got my friend sitting next to me saying, oh, we actually really like that dude. Like, he's like, we would sign him, but we just have to trash talk him. I'm like, y'all just hating on perfection. You just hating to hate.
Yeah, I mean, the Phillies just suck in general. Like, I have nothing to say about them. They're a bunch of losers. They are. They're a bunch of losers.
It's tough to watch them.
They don't represent the city at all. And what really aggravated.
Dougie's big mad.
No, yeah, they're a bunch of losers. They're a bunch of babies. They just suck. Like they're probably the most frustrating. Like the Phillies have been bad for a long time, but this is the worst team I've seen ever with the amount of talent they have. It's really embarrassing. Manager sucks. And the first baseman Hoskins, he was like, after they lost, it was a really bad loss. They blew like 3 leads. They were up by 5. Then they were up by 3. They blew that. Then they were up by 4. They blew that. It was like one of the worst losses ever. And he was like, oh, you guys are going to write about all the bad things, but what about the good things? It's like, dude, that's such a loser mentality. Like, you guys are terrible. You guys don't play defense. You guys play like a little league team. Like, they don't play any defense. Their defense is terrible. Like, they're not a major league team. There's guys on that shouldn't be in the majors. It's an embarrassment. It's a total embarrassment, and I'm not watching anymore.
No, I agree. I know you're not getting notifications. I called you just to bother you. I was a little drunk.
No, I figured.
But it was fun. Okay, so moving on from baseball. I don't know if you saw this. The Tour de France has started, the bike race, the cycling race, the famous.
I did not see this.
And there was a fan with a sign trying to get on TV. This was in like the first 100 yards of the race. Like this was at the beginning. A fan was trying so hard to get on TV, they caused a massive pileup because you would think, oh, why, like it's biking, like why are they like crashing, all building up, like why can't they stop or go around? But those type of cycling, like if you've ever done professional cycling or cycling classes or anything or mountain biking, you have clip pedals. So you clip in to the bike. So it's not like you can just like put your foot down like you would on a normal bike. You have to like try and unclip and you're like in this, crazy position and you're like trying to get your foot out and then, it's a little panicky. And so, yeah, it was a massive pileup. I mean, this race goes on for a while, so it's fine, but it was crazy.
Everyone just has to buckle back in. We got another 50
it's like,
miles.
yeah, it's like y'all, that had to be so weird to watch. Like a sporting event where everyone like falls down and then has to get back up.
So did the fan, I'm sure he got arrested and stuff like that, right?
I don't know. They just said, be careful with your signs.
Be careful with your signs.
Yeah, don't try to get on TV.
You could ruin the whole race.
What kind of TV spot are you getting if you're holding a sign for the Tour de France?
What'd you say?
This isn't like...
No, sorry. I'm not zoning out. I was looking at something and it caught my attention in the notes. Sorry.
I'm the one that's falling asleep. I said, also, what kind of TV time do you think you're going to get at the Tour de France? Like,
yeah, it's not the sporting event. Like, if you want to do that, go to like a baseball, football, or basketball game. Like,
yeah, this isn't the World Series. Like, hold your signs.
I didn't even know what was going on.
Exactly, me neither, but I thought that was funny. The other big thing that's coming up, Olympics. I'm super pumped.
So they're on.
Pumped
We're good.
For the Olympics. Yes. Yeah, we talked about this before. They're on.
Let's go.
It's official. Dude, the U.S., I get like so pumped about America during the Olympics. I've been watching all of the gymnastics qualifiers.
Yeah. The track and field's been... Our track and field team is crazy.
Fire. I mean, the women...
Yeah. The women's track and field.
Crazy.
I'm sure the soccer team's going to be good again. They're always good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm getting inspired just looking at the qualifying times and things like that.
We got baseball in the Olympics for the first time in a long-ass time. That's going to be awesome to see.
Yep. I wrote it down here. We know Simone Biles, the typical, she's going. There's, a couple other... for the women's team that I can't think of all their names. But the other day I wanted to just write this. Brody Malone and Yul Mulder, I don't know how to say his last name, Mulderer.
Yeah.
They earned Olympic spots, and that was really cool to watch. That was super intense. Like, just all these jacked dudes just, like, holding themselves up on balance beams.
They're so damn strong, dude. It's crazy how strong they are.
I couldn't stop watching it. I was like, why am I still watching this? Like, I know who's winning.
The upper body strength it takes to do gymnastics is incredible.
No, that was really cool to watch. I'm pumped for all of that. Serena Williams is not going to be at the Olympic Games.
Really? Why?
And she just said she's not feeling it. She doesn't want to go. Personal reasons. And, she's
done it. She's been there, done that, yeah.
She's done it a lot. She's won a lot in her career. She probably just wants to take a break. Like, she's getting older.
She has kids.
I don't know how much longer she's going to be playing. I mean, she's not on the top of her game anymore. Like, I hate to say that. She'll always be the queen, but, like, it's just like when there's a time when the greats, leave.
Yeah, she's probably seeing that now.
Yeah.
And she probably is like, oh, I'll let somebody else take my spot for this time, see what they can do. And I've been here for so long, let somebody else take it.
It could be a COVID thing, too. Maybe she doesn't want why risk it if you don't feel like it? She doesn't have to prove herself anymore. Like, it's fine. No, like, you can sit home. You literally don't have to do anything for the rest of your life, and no one will be mad.
No, yeah, you're still the GOAT.
All right. I don't know if you saw. Is this what you were looking at in the notes?
Yeah, the Jay Williams.
Yeah. Did you see what happened?
Yeah. So I see the note, but why did they delete the tweet? Is he not the first head coach of color? Really?
Yeah.
I figured that. That's what I figured the assumption was. But
Okay, so let me give everyone preference. Not everyone saw this, but an ESPN basketball analyst, Jay Williams, he gave his thoughts on the Boston Celtics hiring Ime Udoka. I hope I'm saying that right.
yeah.
Celebrating the moment, and he tweeted like the first head coach of color for the @Celtics on Twitter.
Yeah.
That there's been like 6. Like he was so off. It wasn't even like
There was 1 or 2 that he missed. Yeah, there were 6. Oh wow.
It was something crazy. Like it was a big number. And it's like he meant well by this tweet. So he deleted it and said that someone hacked his account.
Oh, no, come on, man. Just own it. Be like, yeah, I was
I didn't look it up. I didn't look it up. I just want to say it quickly. I
was excited. I was overly excited about it. Like, whatever.
It's not like you said a bad thing, but you just didn't do your research and you look like a little bit of an idiot for a second. But
no
like,
one really
people
cares
will
that
forget.
much.
But now that you deleted it, now it's like a thing.
Yeah.
Now
and
you've made it a...
And you lied about it. It's like, all right, man, come on.
So I don't know what's happening with that, but that was hilarious.
And like, if someone had... It's funny. Like, I'm not trying to like berate him, but like, if someone hacks your account, I don't think that's what they're tweeting. Like, they're gonna tweet like...
Yeah, exactly.
Not,
It'll be like the opposite of that.
That's funny. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have anything you want to say about the NBA, about playoffs?
The Suns are up 3-1. It looks like they're going to go to the finals.
Yeah, Suns.
And the Bucks are up on the Hawks 2-1. And it looks like, I mean, that could go either way. I think the Bucks will pull it out, but I think Suns all the way win it all. Mm-hmm. Clippers are up actually 12 right now, so we'll see. That could be a series, but I think Suns go all the way and they win in 5 or 6. So that's my pick. That's
I
it.
would agree with that.
Cool. That's all I got for sports.
All right. Let's move on to science.
Yeah. Speed racers.
Okay. So an unknown hominid unearthed near Ramla, Israel. So, we have different hominid species, Neanderthals, different, I would say different variations of the Neanderthal as we evolved, basically, like how they have all the hominid names. I don't know them all. But we found one that we couldn't really identify.
Really?
And it's it's a population known as the Nesher Ramla Homo, and it shows archaic human and Neanderthal features. So it's like a combination of both of those.
Okay.
And I guess these remains, likely this person lived 400,000 to 120,000 years ago.
And was that would they find like a skull or?
I'm like half sleep brain. I'm like reading that now. I'm like, why is this such a weird, odd range? I guess they just can't pinpoint it.
Was it like they found a skull or like the skeleton of somebody or?
It's a form of the human that we know when we think of human now.
Yeah.
But Neanderthal, it's not a different species. It's still human. Hominid. Yeah. But it's just like a different variation from a different time period, like through our evolution. You know how there's different monkeys, there's different types of monkeys.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that.
Yeah. So we found some new remains. I don't know why all of the, I keep saying this keeps happening. We keep finding like mummies and new mummies and new things about mummies, and now we're finding like new humans. I'm like,
and UFOs, like all the government files are being released for UFOs. So it's also everything's like coming out at once.
Yeah. It's a little crazy.
Too much, too soon.
Like, well, they were like, they went through COVID, they can handle it.
Yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, like we knew aliens were real. Like, just we went through COVID. We're not really worried about aliens right now.
Oh yeah, no one cares. Like all this alien shit is coming out. Tons of it.
Like, if this would have came out like 10 years ago, people would have been losing their minds. But now, like,
if this would have come out literally 2 or 3 years ago, we would have lost our mind. Not even 10 years ago.
But people were so done. They're like, dude, we just went through COVID. Like, it's
we can't. Other life forms, like we can't deal with that yet.
We can't even wash our hands and stay 6 feet away from people.
Next story, first cancer patient receives mRNA melanoma vaccine. So that's also from BioNTech, who is partnered with Pfizer. They were also helpful in the COVID vaccine. So now they are working on vaccines for cancer, to prevent cancer, to help treat cancer, which is really cool idea if you think about that, especially for melanoma, like skin cancer.
Yeah.
So, this could be something you get at a young age. Perhaps I don't know if that's not what they're doing yet. It's still in testing trials and all that. But this is something they're thinking about for cancers. Is to treat that more with like a vaccine style preventative approach, because it's similar to like neurodegenerative disease. Like once you have it, it's very hard.
Yeah,
cancer is very hard to stop and cure. Because it's cells that are dividing out of control, and to stop cells from dividing, you have to kill them, and that comes with like radiation and chemo, and that wipes out everything. So they're trying to get more specific, trying to get preventative. This is really cool. BioNTech might be a company worth looking at on the stocks, because they've been involved in a lot of shit recently. A lot of vaccine stuff, which I think is going to be the future, especially as mRNA vaccines, which is what the COVID vaccine is, so it's similar. And yeah, it's that, you'll produce antibodies against the cancer antigens. So, if you spend too much time in the sun, hopefully you have your melanoma vaccine in the future and be good to go. So that's the idea behind that. In terms of space, there's a mega comet or minor planet that is approaching. I don't know how fast.
That's terrifying.
It's 100 kilos wide and 370 kilos across. I guess I shouldn't say kilos because that is like kilogram, but these are kilometers.
Yeah.
Kilometers, not like kilograms. So
kilos, kilograms.
100 kilometers wide, 370 kilometers across. And they're calling it like a dwarf planet, perhaps. They don't really know what it is, so that's
so it's approaching. Cool. It's approaching Earth, or is it just approaching something?
It's in orbit, though. It's not gonna like fly to us. It's just like. It's like somehow moving. It's moving like a comet, but they're not really sure what it is. But it's like stuck in an orbit.
But it's orbiting closer and closer.
Yeah. Sorry. My computer freaked out for a second. Everything's fine.
It's the planets. It's the orbits.
No, but I don't think it's... In the article, it just said approaching. I didn't look too much into this because I'm not a, space scientist.
Space person?
I'm not a space person, but I just thought it was cool. And my last did you know fact. Did you know your body... Did you... We need sound effect buttons. I'm gonna buy
I don't know how to... I gotta look up... I can't talk. Blah. I gotta look up how to set it up, and we can figure it out. But it's hard because we're on Zoom. Like, if we were in person, it would be easy. Because I can record the sound effects, and then you could hear it. But when we're apart, it's hard to do.
Well, did you know your body loses up to 8% of water on a flight?
I did not know that.
That's why I was always told that you should stay hydrated. So this is why. You lose a lot of water when you're up in the air, and the pressure in the cabin.
That makes sense.
Causes you to be really dehydrated. So I know people want to like drink on flights and stuff. I usually don't drink on a flight because I just feel like garbage. I usually feel like garbage after flight. I mean, this is why. And so now I bring, if you're watching on YouTube, this bad boy everywhere I go, so that if I'm stuck on the flight, I got tons of water. Yeah. I'm asking, although my drink of choice, crayon apple on a flight. I love that shit on a flight. I don't know why. I never buy that. Like, I don't have it in my apartment. Yeah,
you never buy it.
It's like a treat. Like, free crayon apple. Gonna take advantage of that.
I'll never buy this in the store, but I'll take it right now, though.
It's like, I don't know. It's like different. It's weird. But yeah, drink a lot of water if you're on flight, and you might not feel like shit later, and you might have less jet lag.
See, but my thing is this. I'll keep it quick. Like, if you're in a seat, like if you're not on the aisle seat, and then you drink a lot of water, then you're gonna have to use the bathroom a lot. Then you're always like, I hate getting up and down in a plane. It's very awkward.
I never go to the bathroom on planes.
Really?
I have an extremely large bladder. I can hold my pee for all day. I can hold pee all day.
Not for me. Every like couple hours, it's out there.
I don't understand. It's like all my friends are big peers. Like, they pee all the time.
My friends are big peers.
I'm
They
like,
just love
what's wrong
peeing,
with
man.
me? I mean, it's obviously me because I am the least common to not like everyone else is peeing on a normal schedule.
Yeah.
I am not, and okay. Before I did not drink a lot of water. I still drank water, but I didn't drink a lot. Now I drink a lot of water. I really do.
And so you should use the bathroom more.
I think I just have a really big bladder. I'm convinced. I have like
Well,
what
that's
else
a good
could
thing.
it be?
Like it's not like
My body I think also my body retains a lot of water. I don't know why that is.
what are you?
But
A
I
fish?
think it like holds on to water.
I
don't know.
I don't understand.
I never pee. If anyone else like never pees, like message us so that I'm not alone. I think
Well, that's
I'm
a
alone.
good thing though. Like having to pee all the time is not fun. It's not like a privilege.
Right. It's advantageous. Like, maybe this is an evolutionary thing. Like I've adapted some way, which would be pretty cool. Like I have this like
I wish I could do
adaptation
that,
where now I can just go a whole day. Like,
but how
not
much
having
water
to
do
pee.
you actually drink? Like, do you drink?
So this I don't know how big this thing is. What, like 32 ounces?
32, yeah.
'Cause it's the big boy.
Yeah, 32.
I drink like 2 of these.
Okay, that's not that much. Like I drank probably 4 of those a day.
I could like in the summer I'm drinking a lot more.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, but no more than 3 of those.
Yeah, I usually do about 4. I drink a lot of water. Like
maybe that's why. Maybe I'm always dehydrated. I'm not thirsty either. I mean, I'm a camel.
Yeah, I mean,
camel.
maybe you don't.
I've
If you're not dehydrated, I mean, you know how it feels to be dehydrated. So if you're not dehydrated,
No, like yeah, that's the thing. Like I've been dehydrated and hungover and all the things, and on a daily basis, like I feel like I'm getting enough water.
Well, you're good then.
Like right now, I'm thirsty because I taught like an hour spin class and I didn't eat a lot and like I'm drained, but I'm drinking. That's why I'm drinking a lot now. Anyway, let's move on to hot topics. No one wants to hear us talk about how we pee and don't pee. Maybe someone can relate. Hot topics. So the big thing, we didn't talk about it last week. Probably should have, the Free Britney movement.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Not the movement, but what actually happened.
Well, yeah. So it started as the movement. She had her court case and her hearing, and all the videos came out and transcripts of what she said. And hopefully they
How was
let
this
her
even legal
go.
to begin with? Like, so
I don't know. This sounds weird. I don't really. It's a conservatorship, so like she was unfit to live her own life, which is also
make her own
kind of
decisions.
weird.
Yeah,
Right. Which I understand when people are mentally unstable and need help. You help them. Maybe you do the conservatorship for a year. Help her get meds or therapy, whatever she needs.
Yeah.
Like her family should have been helping her through this, which I guess maybe her sister was now. I don't really know. Her dad, probably definitely not helping her out.
Yeah.
Really just using her for money. I mean, I could see that. Like I could understand that. Like a year, get her on her feet, help her out, make sure she's making smart decisions. Slowly, and I think this should be like, it should, now she should have all her everything back, but it should have been like 1 year full control, then like let her have some control, then some more control, like see how she does, like gradually letting her control things, and then eventually
they controlled everything of her life, like not even like even her body decisions, like they oh,
that killed me. I was like, yeah, they won't let her have a baby.
After a while, I mean, like you said, yeah, maybe for a short period of time, but I mean, it was obviously they took advantage of her.
Oh yeah, and the fact that they were making her perform and she was sick. That video was released. Like she had a fever and they were forcing her to work. Like it's crazy.
It shouldn't be legal for. I mean, I get taking care of people that aren't mentally fit, but I don't know how bad she was, but I can't see it being to a point where she couldn't make her own decisions about her own body. So it's pretty sick. It shouldn't be legal, and hopefully she gets her just due, and everything is resolved. I mean, she had to go through it, so it's not going to make it any better. But I mean, hopefully, some law can be changed where people don't ever have to go through this again.
Yeah, I mean, like we have to do a better job, and I think maybe we are now, with like the mental health movement. Well, we should have done a better job protecting like child stars.
Yeah, that's why they're so messed up, man. It's Bieber, her. Yeah. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many actors and
All of them. It was
Actresses.
probably bad for all of them that we don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they all like just kind of went, you know, I don't know, like crazy, but they all went like off the deep end. Like they couldn't handle it. There was no help for them, no one to turn to. They were overworked probably.
Yeah, that's
taken
another thing.
advantage
Like
of constantly.
it wasn't just them like losing it. It was they were put in a position where they couldn't handle it mentally or physically, and they were forced to keep going. And then any person's gonna have that happen to them. It's not, you know. So
yeah. So yeah, hopefully, you know what I would love? You know, she gets free, and we get this like amazing comeback album of Britney Spears.
Yeah, or like something along those lines of like maybe a podcast, maybe an album, maybe some type of movie she's in, maybe a documentary or something like that, you know, like something like that.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you saw this, also kind of on a serious note, the building collapse in Miami.
Yeah, that was also really sad. And
super sad.
There's still
right
people
near
missing.
Are
they doing anything about
collapse?
it? Like I feel like
I don't know.
That's terrible, man. Like I feel like they've only found 9 people and the rest of the people are still missing.
Yeah, I'm like, how? You know where they are? Like they're in there under that. I guess maybe it takes a long time to like remove the debris. And
you got to be careful, like how you. I don't know, man. It's. There was also someone saying like, and I don't know if this was the case with this place, but I mean, like, you know how fast they build and how cheap they build with now. Like, so people are like, unfortunately, this may happen in the future with, 20 years with the newer buildings because they were built so fast and so cheap.
I know. I was saying that. I was like, no one, buildings aren't built like my apartment building now. That's like
concrete
from
brick,
the early 1900s, that detail and like a sturdy foundation. They're not. They don't build them like that
how fast
anymore.
they can get it and how cheap they can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. Also, don't know if you saw this. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were denied entrance to Barcade, which is a bar in New York City.
Really?
Like, not even a fancy bar. It's just like a fun bar where you can play arcade games.
Weren't they allowed in there?
Didn't have ID.
Well, I mean, hey. Man, imagine me and that guy. Like,
the bouncer, like, I'd be
the owner's probably like, fam.
Is this a lookalike? No. Bitch, no.
The owner was probably like, fam, that was Rihanna and fucking A$AP Rocky. You let them in.
They know who it is. Yeah, I guess they didn't have the proper ID. Dude, these people are coming in with bodyguards. Are you kidding me?
Facts. Like, just let them in.
You gotta look at the videos of this. Like, I was
know your audience. No, read the room.
And like, I get it if you're all about your job and you're like, no ID, no getting in the club. But sometimes you need to be smart. Like, this was good for your club. You know that Rihanna is above 21. Okay.
You know A$AP Rocky's above 21.
They're both super famous. They're coming to your bar without you having to pay them to come there. Yeah,
now they're just gonna. Now no celebrities are gonna come to your bar because they're like, all right, fam, what is this like?
Also, I'm like, why would I go to Barcade now? Like, screw them. Not letting Rihanna in here.
Come on now, like, don't take your job so seriously. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, come on in, like, and no one's gonna care that much. Like, who cares if Joe Schmo's like, oh, I don't have an ID, you can let me in. I'm like, oh well, you're not fucking Rihanna or A$AP Rocky, so get the fuck out of here.
Guess what? Like, that's life, and life sucks sometimes, and
That's how it is, man. That's how it is.
That is how it is. Special treatment to famous people, and that's just how it is.
Famous people, famous athletes. I mean, it's just how
you
it
gotta
is,
work. You gotta work to get to the top. You want to get into clubs without IDs.
But I feel like that should happen. Like, but my thing is like, and we'll move on after this. My thing is like, do they ever ID like celebrities that walk in? Like, don't they just walk in? Like, they just like, hey,
that's what I thought, but maybe they. I don't know what they. This guy does not let it.
Whoa! Wait, IDs. They're like, the bodyguards are probably like, fam, come on now, just let us through. Like, we're not. Come on. He's like, nah, you guys don't have your IDs. I can't let you in, man. I love my job. I'm sticking to it. He got fired for sure. He's definitely getting fired. Owner's pissed. If I'm the owner, I'm pissed.
Yeah, he hates his life. He hates it. They could have made a lot of money that night.
I know. They're rich. So it's a bar and an arcade, right? It's like you go, you can drink, and that's awesome. They would have made a lot of money on the arcade. They just want to play some racing games, man. Let them in.
Jeez, man. It doesn't even matter who you are anymore. Rules are rules.
City's a tough place, man.
That kind of leads us into music, talking about Rihanna. Well, before we get, did you see Cardi B's pregnant again? She has some crazy pics on Instagram.
Congrats.
Ed Sheeran came out with a song.
Congrats.
I was like, it was weird. I mean, it was good. I know, you know how I feel about Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, you hate Ed Sheeran, but we'll say that for another day.
I'm not hating on Ed Sheeran always, but like most of the time I'm hating on Ed Sheeran. The song was fine. It didn't like blow my socks off. I didn't hate it, whatever.
It didn't blow my socks off, but
it also, it's like a new sound for him. Like whatever, do you, Ed Sheeran? You're more famous than me. Doja Cat has a new song. That one was pretty good.
Congrats.
Did you listen to New Music Friday? You're just gonna say congrats to everything I said?
No. I didn't listen to Ed Sheeran because I'm not listening to Ed Sheeran right now. I'll listen to it eventually, but it's not like I'm...
wow.
No. But I'm not rushing to the new Ed Sheeran, and I heard some of the Doja Cat album was okay. But you know,
Is she still canceled? Is she canceled or no?
Doja Cat?
Yeah.
Nah, no one gets canceled anymore, man. You can do whatever. Just all you have to do is do whatever, and then wait for like 6 months to come back. You're good.
DaBaby, Red Light, Green Light. I didn't like the song.
Congrats.
I didn't like the song. The flute.
Yeah, the flute
was. It was all over in that play.
It was like some SpongeBob shit. It was like all the memes were so great. The memes were so great.
I didn't see the memes. I literally didn't see anything about this song, but I listened to it and I was like, nah, that's not it.
It was like the Civil War dudes with the flutes, like in their red coats. And
it was like
not Civil War, British Army, but whatever. But and then they had the SpongeBob one, like they put the beat behind the SpongeBob
oh my God,
intro.
That's so funny.
And then they had I forget, there was a lot of them. It was funny. I
do like it when the internet agrees with me. At least I'm, like I have a popular opinion on something.
Yeah.
Okay, so Willow, this girl, is this Will Smith's daughter? This is a different Willow, right?
that is Will Smith's daughter.
I'm like so confused because Willow
Smith is Will Smith's daughter, yes.
But this was just Willow. Is that just
her name? Just Willow, yeah. It's not Smith. It's Willow. Well, her name is Willow Smith, but her daughter's name is Willow.
I don't know, man. It did not sound anything like her. I don't know what you're doing about why you're doing that, but I'm very confused. Did you hear the song that I'm talking about?
No.
What is wrong with you? You're not listening to New Music Friday. We can't do the segment.
You don't even have the biggest album on here. You don't have Tyler the Creator album on here.
I didn't listen to Tyler the Creator.
That was probably the best album of the year so far. You didn't listen to Tyler?
You say that every time Tyler puts out an album.
But everyone's listening to Tyler. Like Tyler's a huge artist now.
I know he's a huge artist, and I listened to a couple of his songs, but I haven't listened to the whole album yet.
Good album, man.
It's hard. It's hard for me to listen to. I need to be in the right mindset for that.
Keep going.
It's weird. You know what I mean? Like it's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's
not
unique.
It's different from what I listen to, and I'm open to listening to it. I just haven't gotten there yet.
I'm open. I'm accepting of it.
I am. Surfaces released another song.
Didn't hear. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything besides the Tyler album.
Listened to well,
and
talk
Doja
about
Cat,
that then.
And Doja Cat. I don't know why I have this comb in my.
You keep brushing your beard. It's super weird.
I'm not. That was the first time I brushed it on camera.
But you did it a lot before.
I was trying to make sure my beard was nice and fluffy.
You liked the Tyler album?
Yes, it was very good. And the Doja Cat album was decent. I heard some songs on it. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I heard a lot of people were disappointed. But
well, did you see Halsey is
new album, 4th album coming soon?
Yeah,
pregnant album.
I loved the title.
I feel like
if I can't have love, I want power. That's right.
She's been pregnant for so long, man. She's milking this thing,
9 months.
She's been pregnant for 2 years.
No,
2 years she's been pregnant. Yes, she has.
No, she has not.
She's been pregnant for so long, dude.
She just talked about her pregnancy this year.
No, it's been at least 2 years.
No way. It was probably the end of 2020.
Joking. I'm obviously joking, but it seems like it's been for so long.
She's been pregnant for a while, but it does last 9 months. Also, whose baby is this? Does anyone know?
Whose baby is this? I don't know, dude. She hasn't said, and I don't know, dude.
I'm so curious. Maybe it's no one's baby. Maybe it's like one of the sperm donors.
No, I'm pretty sure it's someone's baby. Like, I think it's probably like I don't think it's anybody famous. We would have found out by now, but it's probably somebody like, I don't know, dude.
It really could have been a sperm donor. I think she really just wanted to be a mom.
I don't think it was a sperm donor. We'll find out, I guess.
If she wants us to.
Yep.
She's definitely not in love.
She's been pregnant for long enough, so.
Jeez. That's all I got for music.
That's all we got for tonight, man. It's been a whirlwind.
It's been a roller coaster of events.
It's real. It's been fun. It hasn't been real fun. Congrats. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
You gotta be kidding me.